In 2024, AIG launched a new initiative, the Inner City Golfer, in an effort to break down barriers in a traditionally exclusive world of golf. This initiative focused on providing kids from Dublin's inner city with access to the sport, reshaping golf's perception as a posh or wealthy sport, and opening doors to potentially life-changing opportunities. This is the first year of the initiative, and over the course of 16 weeks, AIG, along with some partners including Golf Ireland, Carr and McGuirks, have created a new pathway to learn and excel in a sport typically out of reach to those in Dublin's inner city.
AIG has been sponsoring golf in Ireland for about 25 years. We're based in the inner city in Dublin, and we had an idea that because we're sponsoring golf for 25 years in Ireland, and it does have a perception of being quite elitist and hard to access for certain communities.
It isn't very accessible. Golf as a whole has exploded since COVID. Clubs are at capacity. It's probably an untapped gold mine in terms of people around. You got kind of fantastic courses, St Anne's, you got Royal Dublin, Clontarf, but lads have no access to it. They didn't know that these are around, that this is available to them. It's often bore the title of a kind of a very closed off sport for numerous years. That's hopefully changing with initiatives like this, and it'd be good to see lads kind of get involved with a golf club and kind of driving it forward.
We thought it might be a good initiative to maybe look at that area and see how we can start maybe bringing golf into that area. And we came up with the whole concept of Inner City Golfer, which is essentially was going to source through the Northeast Inner City project, Michael Darmacauley, to look for potentially people that wanted an interest in golf in the local schools. Maybe they played or they had access already, but when we actually went looking, we actually realised that there was very few people that had interest, but then we did find some people that did, and those people didn't have any aerial access and they didn't really have any facilities to go to. So we took them on board this project, and essentially we built our whole programme, an initiative called Inner City Golfer. And it started about 16 weeks ago, and now the finals are on today, where essentially it's the finals where we've obviously have them paired up against some really good golfers to see where they are against those golfers after their 16 week of training.
It ran through the summer, kind of getting the lads lessons. We went up to Sea Point, we had out in Golf Ireland, we've been in McGuirks. They've gotten various lessons throughout from different pros, and it's kind of taken off kind of from April to kind of now. So it's kind of been a good journey.
How have you enjoyed getting into golf?
I loved it, yeah. It's a bit hard. Like, there's a lot of things you need to focus on when you're playing golf. It's just hard to get your concentration, everything right. And I haven't played in ages, so not really great today. Put to me, put to here. And hard, and it has to come off the blade and grass.
Adam Duffy, and I'm from Portnarrow. Thought before this began, I thought it was a push man sport. Like, you need to be rich to play.
I grew up in the inner city myself, and I think Adam alluded to it earlier on that it was always kind of perceived in the inner city as a wealthy game. I would say that there's little or no accessibility to it. I know we have a pitch and putt course up in Richmond Road, up in the Iron, but that's not golf. And in fact, myself and Adam, we were driving out one day to meet John and the crew, and we drove up the Howth Road up towards, we passed the Clontarf Golf Club, and we were going in there for a practice lesson. And it was just amazing to think that actually we didn't even know that this is on our doorstep, because it's there, but it's kind of, I don't want to say not accessible, but it's not promoted in the community.
So Adam's from Portland Row. He goes to O'Connell Boys School. He's big into sport. Plays for Scully Connell GA Club up there in Clontarf. Great little soccer player as well, plays for Raheny, has a huge love of sport, and had a big interest in golf. Didn't get much of a chance to play, so when the teachers in the school were asking around, going, any kids into golf, would they like an opportunity with this? He put his hand up.
My teacher came up to me in school, Mr. Farley, and because in school I would say I'm a very sporty person. Yeah, he basically said that there was a golf series and about what they do and if I was interested, and I was saying yeah, because I always seen golf, but I always known golf as a posh sport, and because being from town I was like, sure, why not? And as soon as I got into it, it's very addicting. I play soccer for Raheny and I play Gaelic and hurling for Scully Connell out in Clontarf. So when I started, I had the hurling grip, and unfortunately they made me change it. But yeah.
What's the negative golf so far?
Oh, it's great, and it's very addicting. Because like you could have a bad shot and be like, oh, now we're playing this again. Or you could have one fantastic shot and be like, I want to play this every day.
My name is Daniel Mullen. I'm from East Wall.
Before that, what did you know about playing golf?
It's an old man sport. Like very rare you'd see any young fellas playing it.
Through my work and kind of the links you build up in the community, it actually got introduced through Michael McCall. He was always talking about inner city golfer. And he set up a parents' yoga class within the primary school, and John got in touch one day and said, you'd be interested, you have a person that you can think would be interested in playing golf. I knew Daniel played a bit from obviously teaching him, and then kind of from there it gathered momentum, and kind of this is where we are today in terms of inner city golfer.
Daniel's from East Wall. He goes to St. Joey's School in Fairview. He's golf. Doesn't play a whole lot, played other sports, mad into golf. His dad plays a bit of golf, but they're not members of any club. They play up in the public courses, go to the driving ranges, go away on holidays, try to play golf, public courses, that type of stuff. But mad into golf, and a really good golfer as well. And he's self-taught as well, which is very important.
Sure.
My teacher in school, he just offered it to me, and he said to me, like, there's an opportunity coming up, and he said, you were the first person to talk, because I previously talked to him about playing golf, and he just said it to me. He said, put my name there, didn't he get of it. About 3 or 4 months later, he came back to me and he just said, yeah, you have it. 2 weeks later, we were in McGuirks getting fitted and doing interviews.
Have you played golf before?
Yeah, I played a bit with my dad. Just after COVID, I kind of got into it, and then about a year later, I started proper getting into it. I got a set of clubs for my birthday, and then I really got into it and started playing with societies and all. Well, then what's that? 3.
I thought they got on brilliantly. Daniel, not only is he the inner city golfer, he's a natural born golfer, and you can see Adam, you know, with a bit more practice, like, he'll come on leaps and bounds because he has that hand-eye coordination with the hurling background. He'll only get better if he has access to golf. There's lots of things the inner city really needs. Sport has always been there. It's a great outlet. I went to school in the north inner city, and our nearest green space for PE was Island Bridge. You know, if you give people the tools, give them the space, give them encouragement, you know, they'll make what they do out of it, and just, you can break down any barrier.
Started in May before I done my leaving cert, and it's just continued right through the summer. And today's the final of it, like, it's the last day where we're going out and playing. Yeah, into golf, you can't really ask for much more.
We know from today what we've seen from them that they're good golfers. They're much better golfers than they were 16 weeks ago, and not just so, you know, from a technical perspective, from getting the lessons. They've really learned a lot. We went and we spent a couple of hours with 2 Irish top amateurs, Thomas Abom and Quinton Carnew, and they got massive, you know, advice from them, you know. But they've just got really rich. A really rich quality of lessons from the various pros, especially that we've worked with in the different golf clubs that we visited.
I love wearing play, I have to say. Once you get going, like, I'm pretty good at it. Like, I think it's just because you have to be so precise. But with the irons, like, if you get it precise, it sounds sweet and it just goes exactly where you want it.
Daniel stunned me in terms of the power that he had initially. I wasn't expecting him to be as good as he was. Numbers in the Bay in Carton House were 295, 296. And like, he's got a real chance of making a single figure handicap if he continues at it.
Daniel, like, has an abundance of speed. It's incredible. His ball striking is just, it's scary, like, to go around with him. For a lad that just took up the sport 2 years ago, everything's out of centre. It's phenomenal. It's really good.
They really have been welcomed everywhere they've went. They've realised and they've gone into golf clubs that it isn't all stuffy and snobby. People have opened the doors to them. People want to help. As long as they've got an interest in golf and they want to come and play golf, people are really, really keen to help and open the doors. And not one party that we've approached as part of this initiative have been negative towards it. Everyone wants to help, you know.
It's obviously a wealthy sport, but I think now after this there's a lot more ways to get into it and ways to get stuff out of it as well.
Yeah, now the fact that I've been out a lot on different golf courses, a lot of like young members and there's a lot of younger people going out to play. I see like a lot of golf clubs now, they do like camps. So like on a Saturday, like there'll just be a group of 15 kids like doing a camp, like the way I would have went to a soccer camp when I was younger.
That's been really positive, even from my own perspective. It's really, really shown the good side of golf and golf clubs. That barrier has been broken down. You know, inner city people are welcoming golf clubs and they are welcoming the golf community. And I think this project has proven that.
With year one in the books, what is in store for the Inner City Golfer Initiative, and indeed for Adam and Daniel as they finish school and look ahead to their futures?
As a person like Adam, he's in 6th year now and he's got his sights set on his future. He knows his path that he wants to go. The kind of exposure to this game and this environment has made him grow a little bit more as well. To get into something that you're not comfortable with or that you may not have any idea about, but to embrace it and to not have a fear, which is, you know, I find that really admirable about Adam, that some guys might have just said, oh, you know, not for me, and walked away, but he's grabbed it with both hands, and I think he's really appreciative of it.
To get this opportunity is just fantastic, and I hope I'm not the only one that gets it. Like, other people get the chance to try, because in the northeast inner city, most people will never get the chance to try this.
It's going to be an annual thing now. We're going to set up an inner city golfing programme and initiative with the Northeast Inner City and Golf Ireland, and with most likely Clontarf Golf Club, where we're going to identify ideally 2 boys and 2 girls from the local area every year. We're going to put them on the programme. It'd be a 12-month programme, and then at the end of that programme they'll be able to come in and work, basically get a sort of community membership at Clontarf Golf Club, where they'll be able to continue their golf journey forever, essentially. You know, as long as they want to play golf, you know, the club will help facilitate that, and hopefully with a view for them to becoming full members at some stage down the road. So this journey isn't just it's for 16 weeks or for 12 months. We will put them in a place where they can play golf for the rest of their life, if that's what they want to do.
I'm hoping to get my membership with Clontarf, and then once I get in there, I'm hoping to get the single figures by the end of next Christmas. So it's a whole year.